Hello it's Josh here. Welcome back to another Nuna Kananya video. I hope you're all having a lovely day, because I'm having a brilliant day, because finally we've got another Nuna Kananya video out. I know you guys have been absolutely just completely excited just to see another one of these episodes, which is absolutely great to see, and I'm very excited to see that you guys, love the idea of a zoo in 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀 because, it was very much a gamble doing it. So, it's great to see all the support, and I'd like to thank you all just so much before even this video starts. But basically, today, people, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building a lovely gift shop, a coffee shop, which, I'll reveal the name a little bit later, and of course, we're also going to be building a restaurant as well as finishing up some of the building. Without further ado, people, I hope you enjoyed this video, and, let's go to the time lapse. Right then, people, here we are. We're in another time lapse once again. Finally, Nuna Kananya. It has been way too long until the last one of these videos came out, and honestly, I'm very excited to be finally getting into one of these out, because you guys absolutely loved this series when it last came out, and I'm absolutely loving it as well. To be honest, I am a little bit worried about doing the animals and the enclosures and stuff like that. But I'm still kind of loving this series, and I think it's turning out quite well so far. But anyway, what we're doing right here to start off with, right, is we're building a lovely little gift shop here. Now, of course, it's a zoo. It's got to have a gift shop, and it's got to take up a far, way too much space, because I don't know why zoos just love gift shops. And you'll also see here that, the exit door, you've got to walk through the gift shop to get to that, because once again, that's just another zoo thing, I guess. I don't know. You can see here, we're just going through and lighting everything up. Of course, last episode, we already got all the walls and all the floors in, so it all basically worked, a little bit, and it all looked decent enough. But, obviously today, we're going to be trying to fill everything up. So, yeah, we're just going to chuck a shelf in right there, as you can see. We're going to chuck some lovely branches going all around here, and you'll see why that is in a second. But basically, yeah, what we've done here is we've just lit everything up. This was done on a live stream, so it may be a little bit janky at times, but and we've also got a lovely checkout counter right there, which we're going to get those decals done in a little bit, and you've got those nice lovely chandelier kind of lights going on that skylight right there. And you might have been able to see what just happened there. Basically, with those branches right there, I thought it'd be nice to do more of like an organic sort of looking shelf. I think I've seen these. I can't remember where it's from. It's not from anywhere in particular, but it was kind of inspired by a couple things I've seen in places in real life. I can't name any of them off the top of my head, but oh yeah, look, you can see what is going. Like I was saying, this was live streamed. And basically, we had this massive donation of like $170. But don't worry, that'll not happen again. But we might as well. I thought I might as well include it just because shout out to 𝗬𝗁𝗍𝐶𝗵 for donating a massive amount of money. That was kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you can see here, what we're doing right there is doing a little bit of a hat stand right there. Big Ed's just chilling. No, but we're doing a bit of a hat stand right there. Now, I haven't actually got a design on how we're going to do hats right here. I may try some stuff off camera, but I didn't want to do this on camera because it would be so painful to watch me just try like 1,000 different options. But they do look a little bit bare here, even at the very end, which you'll have seen obviously in the cinematics at the start. Those racks did look a little bit bare, so I do actually want to try and put some hats or some sunglasses or something on there. I just don't know how to really do that. If you have any good designs for hats or anything that could go on that stand right there, send them me on Discord, on my Discord server, which by the way, guys, you can join me on there. No, but yeah, make sure to send them me, because I have absolutely no clue, honestly, what to do there. You can see I'm just making Big Ed here. This is what happens when I just do recording on stream. But don't worry, the stream is going to be ending soon, and then the rest of this isn't going to be on stream. But you can see right here, what I wanted to do was vary up the sort of things that we were using right here, because if you use the exact same, oh, that's the end of the stream. Oh, no, it's not. Because, if I use the exact same shelf everywhere here, it'd be quite boring. Everything would look a bit samey, and I wouldn't really, it wouldn't be very interesting. So I thought it makes a lot more sense to do a couple of different benches. So you've got lovely, the lovely wall, why am I saying benches as well? Shelves, sorry. You've got the lovely wall shelves. You've got the ones with, the twigs in the middle, and then you've got the ones here, which is, a bit more solid. And then we've got some pillars going in there. And now what we're going to be doing is just getting some ropes in, because basically, I just thought, wow, a lot of zoos have a very, sort of tribal theme, which is obviously, you know, with the rug right there, you can see, or like a very jungly sort of theme. It's normally a mix of those two things for some reason. So like I thought, you know what, we'll use some ropes right here. I was gonna hang some lovely banners right here, but I couldn't really work out how to do it well with like the decals in the game, because it kind of looked a little bit weird how it wrapped around. But you know, it's not the end of the world. I think it still looks quite lovely there with the lovely, you know, ropes going from side to side right there. And now what you can see we're doing here is kind of like showcase lights almost. So what I thought we'd do here is that normally in these sort of things you have like lights which are like directed one way on like a rack like this. So I thought, you know, let's add some of those. And then what we're doing is we're getting some lovely little plushie areas in here. Of course, you know, we're going to be selling stuff like meerkat plushies, I think, and panda plushies is what I end up selling. And we'll chuck those in a little bit later. We're just getting in all the shelves, and we're going to start doing the products and all that sort of stuff a little bit later. You can also see we've got another table right there with the barrels, which we do get rid of and slightly change up. And yeah, you can see right there, I much prefer that one. I think it looks a lot better. And you can see right here, we're going to start getting some stuff in. Now, the only problem is that the part count, which is something that I ran into a lot of problems with here. You'll see throughout this entire episode, especially, you know, especially with like, where the, you know, this sort of stuff here where I'm trying to put stuff in. And you can see what I ended up doing is just doing toys right here because we hit the part count really, really quick right here. So I ended up just having to use the stuff again, which isn't ideal, don't get me wrong. I would have preferred to have, like, you know, custom things like little board games and cups and stuff like that, but in the end, I don't think this looks that bad, honestly. It kind of looks pretty good. And you can see here, we're selling some very odd stuff, like we're selling like sleds and boxes and giant bells, but you know, there are some other things that kind of make more sense, like we've got some pots here, we've got some toys, obviously we've got the plushies, but they're custom, so of course, you know, and stuff like that. You can see all that sort of stuff, you know, going through here. I can't really see what's going on because it's a little bit laggy, because Premiere Pro, that's how that works. But, you know, you get the point. You get the point. And you will have just slightly seen right there that we got some, like, sort of, what are they called? Like, I think they're calling them sneeze screens now. Basically, I thought that I kind of coronavirus protect my, like, you know, builds right here. Just something that I want to do in the next episode of Happening Point. And I meant to do it in the last episode, but completely forgot. But, you know, obviously in the last episode, we took down the spots to say stop here, stop here, stop here, stop here, you know, to stay 2 meters apart. So I thought as well as that we could also have, like, you know, the spit sneeze screens or whatever they're called, you know, to protect people against corona. So you know, I think they look quite nice, and they had a certain amount of realism. Now, what you just saw right there is we were making some lovely little tags, which we're just going to chuck in right here. So you can see here, what I decided to do is add some little tags for each individual thing. If you've got a very, very keen eye, you'll see there that these toys right here on these shelves, the like toy shovels and crap like that, it actually says toy sword, but it's a toy pickaxe. I need to fix that. I completely forgot. I've only just remembered, but you can see here, we're just getting on in all these tags here. I think they look quite good. You can see they just fit the shelves perfectly here. And it has just that tiny bit of detail, which you wouldn't normally have. And it kind of, you know, it goes the extra mile, going the extra mile to just add those tiny little details, which makes your park very unique and very, you know, different and a lot better than, like, you know, other parks, for, you know. It makes it a lot more interesting and just a bit, you know, cooler. But you can see here, we're adding in some lovely little, like, sugarcane, I guess, here, or bamboo. Sorry, not sugarcane. I've been playing too much Minecraft. But you can see here, we're getting some lovely bamboo, like, you know, planter in right here. And then we're going to add another checkout counter right here. Now, realistically, would they have 4 checkout counters? Probably not. I mean, in a shop like this, they probably would only need 2 at the max. But, I mean, like, this could always be, like, a, you know, customer service sort of thing. Like, you know, you come in, this is when you first come into the park. So, actually, I'd say think of this more of a customer support area as a gift shop. Although, maybe, you know, in real life, it'd probably function as a customer support and, you know, place to buy your stuff. Just because I guess that makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it? But anyway, moving on from that here, we're going to start chucking in some bathrooms here. So you can see here, we've got, I think we have 4 cubicles in each bathroom. The men's bathroom will come much later. But you can see here, we've got 4 cubicles and 5 sinks. And the men's bathroom also has a urinal, which I'll show you a little bit later on. Obviously, as we're building, you might have even seen it at the start. I don't know, because I haven't edited that part yet. But but you can see there, I quite like how that looks. Very modern, very sleek, very nice, you know. And then here, what you can see me doing here, well, what you could see me doing there is just adding in some lovely tables. But what we're doing right now is we're actually doing the queue for this right here. Now, this kind of appeared here without any, like, you know, without me actually building it, because I did this off camera, because I was thinking, what am I going to fill this entire space in with? Because I didn't want to just cover it all in tables. That's way too much tables, in my opinion, and I don't think we need that many here, realistically, in real life or in the game. And also tables are a pain to build, so you know. But I thought it'd be really, really cool here to have a little ride in here. I mean, we've got a massive, big, like, you know, 2-story space in the middle there with a skylight going down on it. And that massive area there that I had nothing to do. And I thought, hey, that'd actually be quite cool if we have a top spin in there. And it gives it, you know, a very unique look. And kind of makes it a bit more exciting. That bright, you know, orange there gives it a bit of a pop, because, you know, orange and green, you know, kind of they get the kind of contrast, but kind of go together, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, they look quite nice there. And honestly, I think it looks really, really nice with the top spin in there. Is it a top spin? I think it's a top spin. I may be getting this wrong. You know, it's really early in the morning. I've only just woken up. I'm trying to get this video uploaded for you guys in time. But anyway, yeah, you can see right here what I eventually decided to do here. Originally, I was just going to have this as a restaurant and have both floors as seating for one restaurant. But what I ended up deciding to do here is actually building a little Starbucks, but not quite a Starbucks. You'll see what it's called a little bit later on. But kind of a Starbucks sort of thing, you know, a coffee shop right here. Slash cafe, I guess. Because I thought, you know, that would be quite nice. It's down on the bottom floor. I guess that kind of works, you know. It's easy to get to. In real life, they probably would get something here. The idea is that the top floor is not is going to be like an unbranded thing. We might brand it as, like, you know, the Nuna Kananya, or like, you know, the Nuna Cafe or something like that. I have no clue, but it's not going to be like a branded. It is in like you know, Fat Bob's Fries or Timer's Tacos or Crafted's Coffee, which, you know, just kind of revealed what this is going to be called here. But, you know, it's not going to be one of those sort of things upstairs. But downstairs, yes, we do have what I decided to do here was called Crafted Coffee. Now, that was basically because on a stream, like literally a couple days ago from when this comes out, I was speaking to Crafted, and he said, hey, can you name the coffee shop after me? And I basically said, well, if you can think of a cool name, then sure. And then we were brainstorming some ideas, and I came up with Crafted Coffee, which, to be honest, out of the context of even Crafted from Fire himself, that kind of sounds like a real coffee shop name. Like, you know, I feel like that's probably one, because, you know, you've got like Crafted, you know, it sounds very fancy and very, you know, posh coffee sort of thing, you know. So I thought, you know, that's a really, you know, good name here for a coffee shop. Crafted Coffee. It makes sense. And you can see here a little bit later on, I actually really like how it turned out, honestly. And it was a really, really good idea. Which, by the way, guys, that does lead me on to say here, if you have any ideas for any shops for either Happening Point or this park right here, tell me, you know, anything related to YouTubers, as long as there's not, you know, the same two shops with the same, you know, YouTubers. So, for example, you can have a shop named after Timon in this, you know, theme park, and you can have a shop named after Timon in Happening Point. Or, for example, we've got a land in Happening Point named after 𝗍𝗍𝗄𝗃. We've not got, you know, anything like named here. So you could name a shop, seeing as I don't think we're going to name lands after, because it would be, you know, like African or like that sort of stuff, you know, like it's like South America or like Tigers area or stuff like that. It's not really going to be like named after like Malibu Meadows or H Sector or anything like that, you know. So I think it makes a bit more sense here to just, you know, if you've got any shop ideas, tell me. But you can see here we're working on the men's bathroom right here. You can see we're just building that urinal right there. I think that turned out really, really well, honestly. I really like how that looks in the end. Looks like a urinal because it's absolutely depressing as fuck. So yeah, urinal. And you can see also there, we did a little bit of work downstairs there. Obviously, we finished off all the cafe and all that sort of stuff. We're going to get in all the decals at the very end of the episode right here. You know, we actually got to that at the end of the episode right here just because of, you know, I don't know, just felt like it. But you can see here, we're going to now start working on this little area up here. Now, I was really, really stumped on, honestly, what to do right here. Because when it comes down to it, This is quite a weird space. Obviously, we have that massive gap in the middle, and there's a lot of weird angles in here. Obviously, there's a lot of weird angles in the coffee shop, but it's kind of thin, and there's a lot of square edges around, 90-degree angles, whereas this has, like, hardly any. So, I was really struggling to work out where I'm going to put the counters and stuff like that. But in the end, what I decided is this would be, like, kind of like, not really a buffet, but kind of a buffet. Like, you go up here, well, you can either order some food from the kitchen, or you can, get like maybe, some food that's on display here, like, the day's special, like today's special is a pie or something like that. I don't know if that's a thing in other countries. It's a very British thing though, so I'm gonna take it and we'll roll with it. And you see, actually, this kind of restaurant feels a little bit unfinished, and that's mainly because this video is gonna already be like, it's going to already be very tight trying to get it uploaded in time, premiered and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of ran out of time to really put, the last little touches on this. So we're going to work on this a little bit later, as well as obviously in Crafted Coffee. I want to do a little bit more work. For example, we've got like the menu screens. You can see the TV screens upside down. And I want them to alternate and have like, instead of just 4, maybe have like 8 or 12 different menu items, and they alternate every like 10 seconds or something like that. Because it'll just add a bit more character and movement to the place right here. And same with this, I want to get a menu. I want to get maybe a logo or something like this for here, even if it's not going to really have a name. And also I want to just touch up some things so they look a little bit better. Now, one problem that I really struggled with in this area is obviously downstairs, I use those lovely log ideas, which thank you very much, 𝗍𝗳𝗄𝗃. He actually gave me that idea, so I'm not even going to claim credit. 𝗍𝗳𝗄𝗃, it was a very, very good idea. And, he deserves credit because they look really, really nice, especially in this sort of case, because it's like, a zoo cafe sort of thingy. But I couldn't do that upstairs because the logs are too long and there's no, like, short log, so it would stick through the ground. And that's also the problem that I had with a lot of different chair designs here. So I ended up having to go for this chair design. Not my favorite, but it kind of has to do. You can see right here, something that I thought that would actually be quite cool is if we got like the dead trees and then hang the light of it. I really like that idea actually. That's an idea I came up with myself. Really like it. Kind of feels, very nice and gives it a lot more, personality, which is what I need to do with the rest of this build, honestly. Although, of course, like, I just need to get that done and over with, which right now, don't have the time for. So, deal with it. I don't know. You see here, we're getting all these lovely lights in here, getting all this in right here, making sure everything's all light up. We've got some lovely chandeliers. I actually spent a lot of time off camera trying to get the lights right because of the lights downstairs and the lights upstairs. It kind of messed everything up here. But you can see we also have some lovely little chandeliers or dangling lights here going down into this middle. Because of the top spin, it made it a little bit difficult. But, in the end, I kind of like it. And then we also had a light shining down there. And then finally here, what we're going to be doing is just going to paint on that. You can see we're going to be designing crafted coffee and stuff like that here. We've got these lovely little table things right here, but except for that, guys, I'm actually, we're coming to the end of the episode here. So here's all the lovely Patreon supporters, Twitch subscribers, and Discord server boosters. Make sure to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/𝗍𝗁𝗍𝗁. It's only £1 a month, and you get, early access to videos, shout outs, so much more. Same with, Twitch subscribers to check out my Twitch, and same with my Discord server. Make sure to join that and, boost the server and stuff like that. And except for that, guys, check out my other channels. Leave a like, subscribe. It's very, very much appreciated, especially because these videos took me, like, over 10 hours to make as all my, Nuna Kananya and stuff like that makes. But except for that, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in another video. Goodbye!